A big Xbox IP is on PlayStation now. Gears of War Reloaded has been released on a rival platform thanks to Xbox's multi-platform strategy. I played it, and let's talk about it.
Form up!
When Gears of War Reloaded was announced to be released on the PS5, I was kinda surprised. I knew Microsoft and Xbox were pushing for their games to be played on everywhere and did actually release multiple titles, but to see one of their bigger IPs to come to PS5 was a pleasant surprise. Gears of War Reloaded is an updated port of the Ultimate Edition of the first game. That Ultimate Edition was already a visual remaster, so this is a remaster of a remaster basically. I like to call it a visual remake, similarly to the newly released MGS Delta Snake Eater and last year's Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. I did play the Ultimate Edition years ago but never finished it. I thought it was old and clunky to play, but seeing it being released on the PS5, especially with a physical copy, I had to give it another chance. Maybe it is the novelty of owning an Xbox game on the PS5 with a physical copy, but you know what, I did have some fun. Gears of War Reloaded is developed by the Coalition and published by Xbox Game Studios. The Coalition remastered the original game from 2006 that was developed by Epic Games, and you can tell from its gameplay. This game is from the mid-2000s, holy! It was so clanky and janky to play like I remembered. In this game you play as Marcus Phoenix, a rough and tough soldier, as you mow down these mutated people-monster hybrid things. This game is a cover-based shooter and I want to praise its cover mechanic. I'm sure games back then didn't have a lot of cover mechanics in their gameplay. The constant hiding and shooting loop was fun, even if it was rough around the edges. The actual shooting feels satisfying as you see the enemy's head or body parts pop.
Come get me. Next!
The impact of the shooting feels nice thanks to the PS5 DualSense haptic feedback. The guns in this game are varied as you can carry 2 primary, 1 pistol and 1 grenade in your inventory slots. The guns themselves felt different enough to use them in different scenarios. The shotgun was a good close quarter gun, the pistol was kinda shit, but the revolver was really good. The headshots and the pop were amazing to see. There are also grenade launchers, Hammer of Dawn, which was badass.
We got some more!
Phoenix, you still got the Hammer of Dawn?
But without a doubt the best gun is the poster child of the series, the weapon that everyone recognizes, the Lancer Assault Rifle. It is your typical assault rifle, but it has a goddamn chainsaw on it, and man, let me tell you, using that chainsaw every time was the best feeling ever. I wish there were more opportunities to use the chainsaw mechanic of it because you have to get close to the enemies to actually execute that action, and getting close to them was quite difficult. I didn't expect this game to be a bit hard even on medium difficulty. I died a lot. The movement in this game isn't that good as well. You cannot sprint in the traditional sense. You can jog or crouch and run. It was really frustrating. I wish they would have changed how this works for the remaster of the game. I was fighting the controls more than the enemies, but after all of the complaining and frustration, I actually have fun with this game. Once I was into the rhythm of the gameplay loop, like that one scene in the F1 film, I was flying.
What's happening?
He's flying.
Got one! Nice!
I did like the enemy variety and the boss battles were solid, but I wish we would have gotten more bosses. Most of the time it was just running and gunning little grunts, but it was well done for that time. The game features vehicle combat too. Like shooting, it is simple, but it spiced up the formula and it felt like a breath of fresh air in a mostly shooting based game. There are also these dog tags you can collect around the map and you will unlock comic books. From the menu you can view and read these comic books and concept art. This really was a neat feature and made me collect all the tags so I could read the comics. Arguably the best thing this remaster offers were the graphics. They actually look amazing. The details in the environments, especially the ruined city and the buildings, look really good. The lighting plays a major role to set the tone as well. Details inside of rooms are well crafted, but when you get up close, you can see the details fizzle out and look blurry. Even with the complaints, I was happy with how the game looked and the performance too. It ran smoothly, which I presume was 60 frames per second, but I didn't see any frame dips. I tried the 120Hz mode, but nah, it was too blurry. I preferred the performance mode, which gave me amazing visuals with a smooth gameplay experience. This game features a campaign. Like every shooter, it has to have a blockbuster campaign, and Gears of War has that. It was relatively short, around 8 to 10 hours, but was a bombastic ride. Nothing too deep, just mindless fun. As I said before, you play as a disgraced soldier Marcus Phoenix, who is freed from prison by another soldier Dom to lead the Delta Squad in the fight against the Locust Horde, a subterranean human mutant race that emerged from the planet Seraph 14 years prior during the Emergence Day. Okay, if you don't know those terminologies, you'll be lost. But anyway, the story goes from being a simple military versus aliens to actually being intriguing later on as we get to learn more about the whole fight and how these characters will stop it. I did enjoy the story for what it was, and I do want to see where it goes, so Xbox, please bring on more Reloaded remasters for 2, 3, 4 and 5. The characters are good enough and serve their purposes as well. Marcus Phoenix, the main character, is a badass, and I can see why he would have been one of the coolest video game characters back in 2006. But now feels like another stoic macho soldier who is always beating the shit out of these aliens, and one that doesn't follow orders. We've seen this type so many times, but in the context of the story, it works. We got other characters like Dom, Kim, Cole and Bayard. They all have different personalities, but after playing 10 hours, those characters just start to blend and become a blur for me. Overall, the story and the characters were good, even if it felt like it was already done better elsewhere. Gears of War Reloaded also features a multiplayer mode, and my first experience went like this. I know multiplayer is a big part of these games and why so many players play this game, but it just wasn't for me. I tried like 6 to 7 matches with different modes, but man, the gameplay just didn't click for me. I endured the clanky gameplay in the story mode, but in competitive online play, nah, I was good bro. I'm really happy if you guys enjoy it, but I doubt I'll be playing that mode anytime soon. Overall, Gears of War Reloaded is a solid time. The story and the characters are good enough to keep my attention, and I did like the over-exaggerated character designs. Marcus and the gang having different personalities made the squad stand out, but the real winner here were the graphics. It looked really good even on the base PS5. The clanky gameplay was a challenge at first, but as I got used to it, it became more fun. I wish the gameplay flowed better for multiplayer because I wasn't enjoying that mode at all. If you're new to this series like me, then it's a decent purchase for $40 on the PS5, and my score for Gears of War Reloaded is a 7 out of 10. I was satisfied enough, so I would like to see more games from this series get the Reloaded port treatment on the PS5. So, have you played Gears of War Reloaded? If so, how does it compare to the original release? Let me know down below and I'll see everyone on the next video.